There's not another jiu-jitsu camp like this in the world.
Let me tell you something. I knew he was here because every store was bought out of medium shirts and the baby oil, gone.
And then,
and you get the taste of it and you're like, dude, what have I been missing my whole entire life? So yeah, not gonna happen.
I like to beat up men, it's fun.
The reason I got an advantage is he's gonna go to grab a wrist. It's not there.
Oh, here's what I tell people, man. When life gets tough, you should consider quitting. You know?
And you let him have a half a.
They got 2 coolers, 3 coolers full there. We got 625 logs.
And I truly believe that the reason why that we are growing, Jiu-Jitsu is growing so fast, it is just simply because of the community.
What's up? You know I'm the special one and I can drive in. You know that, right? I'm the only special one that can drive in. I'm just kidding, I have to get back.
What's up, man? Good to see you. It's been too long.
It's been too long, you're too busy.
Tell me about it. This is what a Brazilian looks like, okay? This is total Brazilian shit. Coca-Cola, okay? Coca-Cola. A 1,000,000-degree black belt, which I'm gonna tie into knots right now. I'm gonna tie into knots. A freaking Nintendo Switch.
Mork. Dude, he has Coke Zero and normal Coke.
I brought you now.
Yeah.
What would a Brazilian bring to camp?
Oh, well, you can see it, my Switch. And then you have my Coke, some beer. There is more Coke, Brazilian coffee, and a bunch of snacks and other stuff that I just dropped. Yeah, there's a bunch of chocolate. There is a Scotch bottle. That's just one. Fan coffee maker. And this.
Oh, it is.
12 geese, so I don't have to wash.
Dedeco couldn't be here this year, and they have a private group chat, and they're basically telling Alexey, you're gonna have to be the little Dedeco. And so this is what they put on his steering wheel. Dedequinho. I gotta send it to Dedeco. There's not another jiu-jitsu camp like this in the world. It's year number 12 because we lost a COVID year. People literally are met at the airport when they walk off their plane. They get registered, they get off the plane, they get a band, their luggage taken care of, it's put in their cabins, they show up, they get a gi, they get served lunch, they train, they enjoy the lake. It's just so smooth. And here they are, first bus right here. Bro, first camp, I took all the mats out of my academy. Dedeco in Boston took all the mats out of his academy, put them in U-Haul. Alexey took all the mats out of his academy in Portland, Maine. We brought all the mats in U-Haul and we set it up ourselves. You know, it was fun. Like, the culture hasn't changed of camp.
Dude, Immersion Camp 2024 is here. Everyone's ready to go. Week long of just jiu-jitsu. Hanging out with some of my best friends. It's fun.
This is my brother from a different mother, Echo Charles. You know, he's my kin. Even though I'm from Maine and he's from Hawaii. Hawaii. How do you say that?
Say Kauai is the island. The island is Kauai. The state is Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
our parents are gonna do that.
And we're here in Maine at the Origin Immersion Camp. But it's not complete, honestly, without this guy right here, Travis Mills. Travis Mills.
Let me tell you something.
This is the brotherhood of violence right here.
This is Mango Passion Fruit himself. Let me tell you something. I knew he was here because every store was bought out of medium shirts and the baby oil, gone.
Okay, I might have talked a little bit smack to a 15-year-old who's apparently very good at jiu-jitsu, and I'm going to see him tomorrow in Arizona. And I told Dennis I need some help because I forgot the submissions that I learned one time. So he's gonna help me learn all the submissions so I can beat the crap out of this adolescent. I'm gonna take him to school, show him a lesson. Your pen and paper, because school's in session, baby. Take some notes. Also, get some needle and thread, because I'm about to rip this dude up. Oh, what? But what else, what other ones do I got?
You can get the side control, you put this into their throat. Good.
So like right here?
So here, right?
Yeah. And then I know if I get up here and you're trying to fight, but then isn't it like I don't want to hurt you.
No, that's good.
Squirming, I just drive that.
Golly.
What?
It's so crazy, dude.
What, that little
Yeah,
guy?
dude.
That little guy?
Dude, it's a real thing.
If I'm right here.
Yep.
And then.
Yeah, you got that.
That's fine.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, it sucks for
Should I
me.
try to grab this hand?
I'd rather have the arm grab me than the other.
I don't have this grip.
That's right, Dylan. I'm not even choked out yet. I'm not even...
Before we start, I want to introduce someone that none of you know, Mr. Team Kennedy. Not you, Trey.
Hey, good morning. How everybody doing? Cool. How much do you love jiu-jitsu? Yeah. So I do love jiu-jitsu in the fact that I can like tear somebody's face off and I can put my hands on somebody that's an untrained person and they have no say about what I'm going to do to them. That's a really cool superpower, right? But the other superpower jiu-jitsu has is like how transformative it can be in your life. So as blue belt, since you've started jiu-jitsu, I'm sure you've started to see that you approach other things, like maybe you're reading books a little bit more often, or your intentionality in how you're going to interact with people respectfully, because you say something slick to one of these guys, like they're going to take your arm home. So you just it polishes the ego. It's also saved my life. It's coming back from war a few times, some pretty dark times in my life that if I didn't have jiu-jitsu, I don't even know where I'd be. So I think for you to be able to really appreciate lightness and joy, you can really be evil and terrible and violent. I've been doing judo and wrestling my whole entire life, almost 20 years as a professional fighter. Do you know how many times I got taken down? Twice. Twice in 20 years as a professional fighter. So yeah, get f***ed. Not gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. Zero chance. Head position and underhooks. As I'm here, I want nose effectively to be like right in my sternum, right here. If I start getting underhooks, I'm gonna move his nose to like right in between my boobs at nipple level. So like between the sternum and the nipple, this is good. I think the same thing that you're gonna say to anybody that doesn't wanna try a new thing is you're dying. Like if you are not evolving, if you're not adapting, if you're not changing, if you're not improving, you are dying. And in whatever phase, whatever age of your life that you're in, there's just not an excuse. You're either letting your brain and body atrophy, you're losing discipline, or you're adapting and advancing who you are as a person, who you are as a human, who you are as a parent, who you are as an employee, who you are as a brother, a sister, a husband, a wife. And I'm gonna try and change and adapt until the day that I die. I'm always gonna be trying improving. And I know that jiu-jitsu is a catalyst for that. It accelerates it in such an indescribable way until you actually do it yourself and you get the taste of it and you're like, dude, what have I been missing my whole entire life? The goal is to make him work. The goal is to let him see a pocket of air that he can breathe out of, and you let him have a half a, right? And he's like, okay, I see another one. And he fights back to this one. He's like, oh, there it is. And it just keeps happening. And he's moving and he's trying to find space and you just keep taking space away. It's a battle of attrition, but you're not spending any energy. Because I just get to sit there and go like this. Just motor his face,
He's done a lot of really good, helpful, like save the world type of shit. So I know he's like amazing. I did not know he was hilarious. He's so funny.
How was it getting?
I loved it. He was fun. That was awesome. It was amazing. It was a great format, really good details. He made it funny and entertaining. Well done. Way to go.
Rolling? Are you rolling? Are you rolling? Let's go. Calling Tim out. He's scared. He's scared.
It's true. The way it works.
What's Tim just over here murking dudes or what? What is this, the line?
No breaks.
Well, it was as glorious as I thought it would be. A lot of suffering. It was exactly what he was teaching, you know, slow, consistent, constrictive movements with intentionality, and he delivers on the rep. And maybe if he's not scared to come back next year, you know, I'll give him another run.
Okay, pause. So the guys decided to prank this guy, Rafael, and replace his golf cart with a kid's Jeep, Rafi size.
Pô, me leva lá no quarto pra gente pegar o... Mas é sempre on the room.
You can get in there. Oh, you can get in there.
Alright, so sometimes when you know when your parents tell you to do something and then you really don't want to do it? He was like, this is so good for you, I really want you guys to train. I was like, no, I'm not gonna train, that's lame. And then I went off to college and sort of found Jiu-Jitsu by myself. It helped me a lot figuring out that Jiu-Jitsu was awesome for me on my own terms instead of someone telling me how great it was. It builds my confidence and connects me with other badass women. I think like every aspect of my life, like I don't even know where I would be without training.
I see young women and young men train together, and I see the confidence that the young women get, and then being able to connect these women from all around the country, and it's really cool to see this movement. There's not many women jiu-jitsu players, and there's even less women jiu-jitsu competitors. And so to share the mat with these incredible ladies is just such an honor.
This is where I live now.
Andy, can you tell me about your week at camp?
First off, get okay? Get that camera away from me. We're engaged in hand-to-hand combat. Apparently we're in trenches.
See, Andy wants me to pass to his right, and his strong hand is his left grip. If he sets his left grip, he's gonna sweep or submit me. And so you have to know where the fight is. It's his grip on my collar to break my posture on his strong side with his strong hand. And so avoidance, defense, defense, defense. I need to detach so I can engage because he likes close quarters combat. So I need to get out of the...
Are you making this shit up in real time?
I need to get out of the trenches.
Are you making this up
I
in
need
real
to get
time?
out of the trenches to then re-engage.
Have you thought through anything you just said?
100% all the time.
I don't even know what the he's talking about. You compete player.
That's why I'm here. When he started training, he came up to the...
I think it was a two-stripe white belt.
Two-stripe white belt, we started training together. So...
And now you're a...
Black belt.
I have a black belt. I'll let you know when I start feeling like one.
He's murking everybody here. He's murking everybody.
That is 100% not true.
There's a couple world champs here that are savages.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, just because you have a black belt doesn't mean you feel like one.
So what do you feel makes a black belt?
I think you have to have the technical knowledge and understanding, for sure. Like, that's the baseline stuff. I think you have to have a shift where the journey becomes more about other people's experiences than your own.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was described earlier by having a goal mindset versus a growth mindset by somebody else. Really good way to put it. It's easy to say you should be a good person off the mats, but we all know black belts that are pieces of shit, so I don't think that's a standard that can be held to, because you're not getting stripes for being a good human being. I honestly think it's the place where you arrive, assuming you have the technical knowledge, right? Because you got to know what the you're doing. Caring more about other people than yourself. Oh, here's what I tell people, man. When life gets tough, you should consider quitting. Just it, you know? I'm the anti-Jocko. Not everything's worth it. I mean, it's just like all this never give up shit. It's exhausting. I mean, everybody knows what they don't want to do. I mean, every single person could list probably either their fears or the things that they struggle with, so everybody knows where they need to put the time in. It's not as fun, and a lot of the, doing things that you're not good at sucks, but it's also the pathway to getting better at whatever you struggle with. So my advice to people is that you don't have to go out and listen to somebody else write a path for you on to how to achieve your goals. If you sit down with yourself, like, what scares the shit out of me? What could I do better in life? What are my strengths and weaknesses? Like, we can fill this shit out for ourselves. You just have to go and actually do it, and that's where it gets really tough.
I've like already shot 1,000. Yeah. What happened?
What's shaking, guys?
Where you been?
Been working, man. Had to go get the bugs. Down to South Bristol and back. They got 3 coolers full there. We got 625 lobsters.
There's 450, almost 500 people here enjoying Maine, at late summer in Maine, which is unbelievable. The evenings are cool, the days are warm. We're training jiu-jitsu all day. We're eating, we're talking, we're building community, we're learning from one another, and we're getting that full experience, like old America, like old New England. Like culturally, this is what it was all about. People coming together from different walks of life to do hard things together. Jiu-jitsu is that hard thing. It's a metaphor for life. And I hope what folks take with them when they leave here, they're going to be able to infuse in their families, in their communities, in their friendships, and their schools and academies. So we're just going to keep growing this thing and crush it.